It was supposed to be her moment. The night Glorilla proved she was bigger than the hate, stronger than the drama, and untouchable in the game. But within hours, her name was trending for all the wrong reasons. Flashing lights, sirens, cuffs on her wrists, and an entire industry split right down the middle. According to leaked insider footage, Glorilla didn't just snap, she exploded right in front of dozens of witnesses, including two major hip-hop artists whose careers may never recover. The shocking footage, now circulating on the dark web and whispered about by every gossip blog, shows an unrecognizable version of the Memphis rapper. Her face, raging. Her voice, screaming. Her target, a rival artist whose identity might blow the lid off the entire scandal. And just when fans thought they'd seen it all, a second arrest was confirmed. And this one, it's a household name nobody expected to be involved. Is Glorilla really the villain? Or is she being set up by an industry that never wanted her to win? Stay locked in, because what you're about to hear will shake your entire view of hip-hop loyalty, betrayal, and power, and trust. This is only the beginning, before the sirens, before the mugshots, before hip-hop fans were tearing each other apart online. There was just Glorilla, a fierce, unapologetic voice from Memphis who wasn't supposed to make it. She came from nothing, a product of pure grind, pain, and passion. And when she dropped that breakout hit, the world took notice. But so did her enemies. The rise was meteoric. The jealousy, instant from the very beginning. Glorilla ruffled feathers. She didn't play by industry rules. She didn't bow to big-name cosigns. And most importantly, she didn't stay silent. Whether it was on stage, in interviews, or on IG Live, Glorilla spoke her truth, raw, unfiltered, and unforgiving. But with that power came whispers. And with whispers came enemies. One of her earliest controversies, a public falling out with a certain female rapper who accused Glorilla of stealing her whole aesthetic. Fans were divided. Stan accounts were at war. And behind the scenes, alleged threats were being exchanged between entourages, even prompting Glo to hire private security during her 2023 tour. Then came the labeled drama. Rumors swirled that Glorilla was refusing to play the industry's game, skipping interviews, ignoring PR, turning down collaborations with names that could have taken her to a different level. But why? According to one leaked DM, she doesn't trust nobody. She thinks they're trying to use her, and that paranoia. It wasn't unfounded, because quietly, other artists were beginning to resent her shine. One in particular, a male rapper from Atlanta, had allegedly threatened to expose private DMs between him and Glorilla, hinting that she wasn't the savage she pretended to be. Fast forward to the summer of 2025. Glorilla's fanbase had never been stronger, but the pressure, it was crushing. Every move was dissected, every outfit critiqued, every lyric analyzed for shade. And then came that night, the night that should have been a celebration. A major private event hosted by one of the biggest music platforms in the game, attended by influencers, A-listers, and media. Glorilla was scheduled to perform a surprise set. The crowd was electric. Phones were out, drinks were flowing. But behind the scenes, tensions were boiling. According to one anonymous source who attended the event, you could feel it in the room. Glo didn't look like herself. Her energy was off. And when redacted artist walked in, she stormed out of the green room like she was ready for war. What happened next would change everything. This wasn't just an outburst. This wasn't just a scene. This was a full-on eruption. Fists flying, security scrambling, screams echoing. Through the venue, one guest live-streamed the moment Glorilla lunged at someone off camera. But before they could flip the lens, the stream cut off. That clip, now deleted, sparked millions of views within hours. But the real bombshell? What was found in Glorilla's bag after the altercation? Multiple sources claim she was carrying something illegal, something unexpected. Something that led to her being immediately detained by local police. No mugshot has been released yet, but a leaked booking record confirms her arrest. And that's not all. Because someone else got taken into custody that night. And the connection between them goes way deeper than anyone expected. We're just getting started. The footage was shaky, the audio distorted, but the scream, that was crystal clear. It echoed through every corner of the event hall like a T-zo. Like a warning shot, don't mess with me. Glorilla was no longer the rising star on stage. In that moment, she became the headline, the chaos, the storm in the center of hip-hop's biggest scandal of the year. What triggered it? A confrontation caught partially on camera between Glorilla and an unnamed female rapper wearing red stilettos and a white fur trench coat. The rumors are flying, but most insiders believe it was none other than Big Latto, disguised under heavy makeup and a wig, attempting to keep a low profile. And why was she there? According to an insider source from the event staff, she wasn't even invited. She came as a +1 with one of the sponsors. Security didn't realize until it was too late. And by then, Glo had already clocked her. 1 minute, Glorilla was chilling backstage with her inner circle. The next, she's storming down the hallway, screaming, "Tell that fake BH to say it to my face." Asterisk. And then, chaos. Allegedly, a fight broke out when Glorilla spotted Latto smirking during a private speech by one of Glo's closest friends, a DJ who had previously accused Latto's team of payola. But what made it worse? Someone leaked a private voice note just hours later, supposedly of Glorilla. Earlier that day, venting on the phone about Latto, calling her a corporate puppet and threatening, "If she shows her face again, I swear to God, it's going down." It went down. The aftermath was a blur. Chairs flipped. Drinks shattered. Someone's weave was ripped out and posted on TikTok with the caption, "Guess who just snatched a Grammy nominee, bald?" Within 15 minutes, security dragged Glorilla out in handcuffs, but not before she allegedly threw her iced-out watch at a cameraman, screaming, "Run that footage. I want the world to see what happens when you play with me." That moment exploded on social media. #FreeGlo was trending in under an hour. But so was #GloGoneWild and #GloRilla needs help. And then came the first major twist. While everyone assumed Glo had snapped from emotional pressure, court documents revealed something far more sinister. This wasn't her first altercation in recent weeks, just 7 days prior. An anonymous police report was filed in Atlanta claiming that Glorilla had been involved in a hit-and-run incident outside a recording studio. No injuries, but the vehicle matched hers. And surveillance footage showed someone with her exact build sprinting from the scene in all black. Why wasn't it made public? A media gag order. And now fans are asking the same question. Was this event the breaking point? Or was it all part of something darker unraveling behind closed doors? And then it gets even messier. Another rapper, let's call him Savage K, jumped into the chaos by posting a now-deleted tweet. "Been told y'all, she not stable. She a danger to herself and everybody around her. Y'all kept cheering." Fans immediately noticed something suspicious. The tweet was posted within minutes of her arrest. How did he know so fast? Leaked screenshots from Savage K's IG DMs suggest he was at the party and may have set the whole thing up, intentionally inviting Latto, knowing it would trigger Glorilla. Let her burn her own house down. One message read, "This is chess, not checkers." If that's true, it wasn't just a fight. It was a trap. And Glorilla walked right into it. But why would Savage K want her gone? Let's rewind to last year. Glorilla turned down a highly publicized tour offer from Savage K's team, claiming her mental health couldn't handle the schedule. But insiders later alleged that she found out he was using ghostwriters for her verses and pulled out in protest. If true, that would have cost Savage K millions, not to mention publicly humiliated his camp. Hey, and now, just months later, Glorilla is behind bars and Savage K's team is back in the press, not as villains, but as concerned industry peers. Hours after her assistant's arrest, Glorilla's iCloud account was mysteriously wiped. Everything gone. Messages, videos, contacts. As if someone knew what was coming and didn't want the world to see it. But who wiped it? Glow, her label. Or someone far more dangerous. Just when everyone thought they had the story figured out, Glorilla, the aggressor, the villain, the unhinged artist who threw it all away, something dropped that flipped the narrative upside down. A 27-second leaked surveillance clip from the venue's back hallway was uploaded anonymously to a burner X, formerly Twitter, account at 3:14 a.m. It had no caption, no explanation. But what it showed was chilling in the grainy black and white footage. You see Glorilla being restrained by security as she's yelling something. But freeze frame analysis from fans revealed exactly what she was screaming. Y'all let her in. After everything she did, let her walk in like it was sweet. Then she turns to someone just off camera, a blurred out figure in a hoodie. Her expression shifts from rage to disbelief. To panic? You told me this wouldn't happen, you promised. And just like that, everything changed. Was this outburst not a breakdown, but a betrayal? A new theory started spreading like wildfire. Glorilla had been set up not just by rivals, but by someone in her own team. One of the most viral threads came from a fan account called @GlowUpdates, which posted, "I don't think Glorilla snapped. I think she got played." Why did the venue accidentally let in an uninvited rival? Why was a camera already rolling when the fight broke out? Why did the DJ cut the music right before it happened? Even more damning, a music blogger revealed that the event's entire security footage system had been remotely accessed just 20 minutes after the brawl ended. That's not public info. That's not normal. That's someone covering tracks. But who? Fans started connecting the dots to a former business partner of Glorilla's, a woman named Nessa V. Known for managing brand deals and image consulting for rappers in the South. She was quietly dropped from Glorilla's team just 2 months prior, after allegedly being caught leaking deal negotiations to competitors, and now she was reportedly at the event. In the VIP section, with Savage K's entourage. Let that sink in. The same woman who had private access to Glow's schedule. The same woman who knew how her team operated. The same woman who stood to benefit if Glow's brand went up in flames. Multiple fan pages and insider TikTok accounts started posting breakdown videos, claiming its entire night was a coordinated move to take Glorilla down. This wasn't drama, one fan said in a now viral video. This was an industry hit job. But the craziest part? Glorilla knew it was coming. An old IG live from just a week before the arrest resurfaced in it. She's half joking, half serious, saying, "I ain't trying to end up like they did Nicki. Cardi Megan, they love watching a black woman implode. But I ain't the one. I see everything. I got my eyes open." That clip, viewed over 12 million times, reignited debates across all platforms. Is Glorilla the villain of this story, or the victim of a calculated takedown? The divide was instant. On TikTok, fans were using the hashtag #ProtectGlow, arguing she's being sabotaged by jealous men, bitter women, and industry snakes. Others, not buying it. They launched a counter-campaign, #accountability for Glow, dragging up every past moment where she acted out, made threats, or disrespected peers. And then came the most shocking reveal of all. Late that night, a hacker group known as Audio Rats posted a statement on the dark web. known for leaking unreleased songs and exposing label secrets. They claimed to have accessed Glorilla's deleted iCloud, and they had receipts. One screenshot showed an audio file titled Re-Lado Apology Draft.mp3, another folder. Press. Strategy if they come for me and the most explosive item. A voice memo simply labeled, "You played me. Now watch." The group teased the contents of the memo, saying, "This wasn't a meltdown. It was a power move." She knew the camera would be rolling. She wanted them to think she lost it. Could this have been her plan all along? To expose the snakes in her circle, to shake the industry to its core, to burn the bridges she was tired of pretending to walk across. Whether you believe that or not, there's no denying this. The arrest isn't the end. It's the beginning of something bigger, because in the memo, Glorilla allegedly names for industry insiders, people still seen smiling on red carpets, doing interviews and supporting her online, while plotting behind her back, and if those names go public, it could level entire careers, shatter alliances, and leave hip-hop fans questioning everything they thought was real. The moment Glorilla's mugshot hit the net was like someone flipped a switch and the entire hip-hop world went into total meltdown. Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse rooms, all on absolute overload. Within 6 hours, the hashtag #FreeGlow had been used over 3.2 million times, crashing multiple gossip blogs and triggering emergency uploads from content creators who live for chaos. One viral post from @RapTDailyRead. Glorilla went from bars to behind bars in a matter of hours. But the real question is, who put her there? Meanwhile, the Shade Room posted a carousel of reactions from other celebs. And let's just say, not everyone was on her side. Lado's camp released a statement not directly naming Glorilla, but heavily hinting. Certain artists think violence is a branding tool. It's not. It's embarrassing. We're focused on music, not meltdowns. Fans immediately clocked the shade, especially since Lato still hadn't denied being the person Glow lunged at during the altercation. But then, the unexpected happened. They began mass posting screenshots defending her character, resharing old interviews where she opened up about loyalty, mental health, and how the industry only protects what it can control. One post went mega viral. Glorilla never begged for a cosign. She never kissed a asterisk. And now they want to act shocked, she snapped. Y'all let her burn and watched with popcorn. Meanwhile, parody accounts had a field day at Industry Test Bill. Breaking. The Grammys nominate Glorilla's mugshot for Best Dramatic Performance. At Toxic Hip Hop, sources say Love and Hip Hop offered her a 5-season deal within 10 minutes of the fight footage. Fans laughed, but also cried. Because beneath the memes was a painful truth. Glorilla's legacy was hanging by a thread. Every blog, every tweet, every reaction was helping paint the picture, and no one knew what was true anymore. Was she a victim of betrayal? Was this a calculated industry takedown? Or was Glorilla truly spiraling? No answers. It's just speculation. And the louder the noise got, the quieter Glow became. No statement, no lawyer, no tweet, nothing but that silence. Wouldn't last long because the final twist is about to shatter everything. At exactly 12:01 a.m. 3 days after the arrest, a single post appeared on Glorilla's official Instagram story. No caption. Number. Warning, no explanation, just a black screen. And then, in red letters, "You still think I snapped." It disappeared in 15 seconds, but by then, it had already been screenshot, reposted, and plastered across every hip-hop page on the internet. And just as fans scrambled to figure out what the hell that meant, a second post followed. This time, it was a blurry video, grainy and lurid, showing a private meeting in what looked like a luxury condo. No faces, just voices. but the voice that came in at the end. Undeniably Glorillas, let them arrest me. Let them leak the footage. I want M2. Let's see who runs first when the house catches fire. What? This wasn't a meltdown. This wasn't an accident. This was a setup, but not the one fans thought. Because what dropped next on her backup Twitter account, @Glow Archives, sent the internet into a full-blown tailspin, a leaked legal document, time-stamped and notarized before the night of the brawl, indicating that Glorilla had already filed a civil lawsuit against 3 major figures in her inner circle, accusing them of financial theft, contract tampering, and personal betrayal. She knew everything, and she was playing chess the whole time. But here's the craziest part: the arrest, the altercation, the viral meltdown. All of it might have been part of her master plan to expose the people who tried to bury her, according to court insiders. The lawsuit alleges that her former business partner, Nessa V, was funneling money from brand deals into a separate account. Her personal assistant, Tia D, was secretly negotiating a book deal about Glorilla without consent. And most shocking, that a known rapper orchestrated a defamation campaign with fake DMs, edited audio, and bribed media. And the night of the party was when Glow planned to confront them on camera, but something went wrong. Someone leaked the plan. The cameras were flipped. The narrative was hijacked. Yet even then, Glorilla adapted. She played the role. She gave them what they wanted. Meltdown. A headline. A moment they thought would finish her. But she was recording everything. A source close to her legal team claims that Glorilla wore a hidden mic that night, capturing conversations, reactions, and proof of multiple conspiracies. And now, those recordings are in the hands of her lawyers. And if they're real, Glorilla's not going down. She's about to take the entire system with her. But it gets even wilder. Because just hours after this bombshell surfaced, someone else posted a cryptic message to XA Blue. Czech artist, well-known, respected, feared, she told me a year ago. She said, "One day I'll disappear for a bit. Then I'll come back and watch M eat each other alive." I didn't believe her then. I believe her now. Now fans are asking, where is Glorilla right now? Her location hasn't been confirmed. No new mugshot, no court appearance. And rumor has it, it's already gone dark in a secret safe house. Preparing for the next move, the final post on @GlowArchives simply reads, "This ain't over. I'm just getting started." And that's where we leave it for now. But something tells us the next update is going to break the internet all over again. So now the question isn't what happened, it's what's coming next. Is Glorilla planning a revenge drop that'll shake the industry to its core? Is the leaked footage just the beginning of a much deeper conspiracy? And how many friends in her circle are about to get exposed on a global scale? We don't have all the answers yet, but one thing is clear. This isn't a fall from grace. It's a rise from the ashes. And when Glorilla returns, she's not coming back to play fair. She's coming to burn it all down. What do you think really happened that night? Was it a setup? Was she spiraling? Or was it the most calculated power move we've ever seen from a female rapper? Sound off in the comments. We're reading every theory, every hot take, every unfiltered thought. Drop your wildest predictions, expose the snakes, and let us know who you think is guilty. And if you thought this was crazy, just wait for what's coming next. Because we've got exclusive intel that hasn't hit the blogs yet, and when it does,